How often are you exposed to Legionella whilst working?
Every day. Legionella is present in every natural born course of water, whether it's between the safe or unsafe temperature variance, as to whether it will affect you or not.
Do you have to wear any protective equipment?
Depending on what kind of plant you're working on, if you're working on showers or if you're working inside a chlorifier that steam could be coming out of, you would wear respirators, gloves, goggles.
Can Legionella be found in chlorinated water?
Yes, it can be found in chlorinated water, but it's normally dead.
With regards to the general public checking for Legionella, what important signs get overlooked the most?
In most domestic properties, you'll find scale on the outlets where they don't clean the shower properly or the taps have lime scale on there. Also, people that are trying to save money will not necessarily have their water up as hot as it should be. Um, that could cause a problem.
What's the best way to protect ourselves from Legionella in general?
Make sure that your hot water's hot and your cold water's cold, i.e., your cold water needs to be less than 20 degrees and your hot water needs to be over 50 degrees.
What should we do to increase our general awareness of Legionella?
There's no real way of telling whether Legionella is present or not without sending it off to a laboratory to test it.
Can you contract Legionnaire's disease from showering or washing your hands with contaminated water?
Yes, if the water's aspirated and you breathe it in, and it's not at the correct temperature, there is a possibility of catching Legionella from a shower or a hand tap. Yes.
Can you become infected from the warm air which is expelled by large industrial air conditioner fans?
Yes, as the American Legion found out when we first found out about Legionella, there is that possibility. The difference is the air conditioning units are normally um, held up high. So if the water is within the variant of causing um, Legionella, it would aspirate over the building and expand out around and down the building rather than just being in a hand basin.
When and how often do people or organisations need Legionella monitoring?
Monitoring monthly as a rule, so temperature checks and sampling monthly. If you are going to have your tanks cleaned and your chlorifiers inspected, 6 monthly to a year.
What three things would you recommend people do to keep their water systems safe?
Make sure your taps are descaled and your outlets are descaled. Make sure that the water is running around properly, so the cold water's cold once again, and the hot water's hot. And if you have a water tank, it would be advisable to check your water tank, and if it's dirty, to clean it.